Hey, what's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. NFL Cowboys news coming at you with some of the juiciest rumors swirling around the Dallas Cowboys this offseason. You know we love to keep you up to date with everything that's going down in the NFL world, and today, we've got some heavy hitters to talk about. First up, we're diving into the latest draft rumors surrounding the Cowboys, including the buzz about potential picks like defensive tackle Mason Graham from Michigan and wide receiver Luther Burden from Missouri. What's the deal? Are these the guys Jerry Jones and company are eyeing to add to the roster? We'll break it down. And then, we're switching gears to some massive trade rumors involving none other than Myles Garrett, yes, the all-pro pass rusher from the Cleveland Browns. Could the Cowboys be pulling off a blockbuster deal for Garrett? Stay tuned, because this could change everything for the team. Now, let's kick things off with the 2025 NFL Draft. We all know the Cowboys are in a pretty interesting position this year. After a solid season that ended too soon in the playoffs, the team is looking to make that one big move to take them to the next level in the NFC. With that in mind, let's talk about two prospects that have been creating a lot of buzz in Cowboys circles: defensive tackle Mason Graham and wide receiver Luther Burden. First, let's dive into Mason Graham, the 6'4", 310-pound beast from Michigan. This guy is a serious prospect. Graham is known for his powerful presence in the trenches, with a natural ability to clog up running lanes and get to the quarterback. He's one of those guys who can disrupt offenses before they even get started. Last season, Graham finished with impressive stats, including 12 tackles for loss and 7 sacks. But what really stands out about him is his motor. This dude never stops hustling. He's got that relentless drive that the Cowboys love in their defensive linemen. Now, why is he on the Cowboys' radar? Well, let's be real, the Cowboys' defensive line is stacked, but they're also getting older, and a guy like Graham could inject some youth and power into that group for years to come. Plus, we all know that the Cowboys value building up the front seven. With a defensive line that's looking to remain elite, adding a player like Graham could be a game changer. But wait, there's another guy that Cowboys Nation has been buzzing about: Luther Burden, the wide receiver out of Missouri. This guy is a monster on the field, standing at 6'1", 210 pounds, with the kind of athleticism that immediately makes you sit up and pay attention. In his freshman season alone, Burden put up 1,000-plus yards and 7 touchdowns. He's quick, elusive, and can make plays at all levels of the field. Whether it's a deep ball or a quick slant, Burden can do it all. Now, let's talk about why Burden could be the Cowboys guy. We all know that the wide receiver position is crucial in today's NFL, and while the Cowboys have CeeDee Lamb as their clear W-Ron, the depth behind him leaves a lot to be desired. Michael Gallup has had his moments, but he's been inconsistent since his return from injury. Jalen Tolbert is still developing, and the Cowboys might be looking to add a true WR2 to pair with Lamb. A guy like Burden could provide that immediate spark in the passing game. Well, it all depends on what direction they want to go in. If they're looking to bolster the defense and continue to build a dominant front seven, Graham could be the perfect pick. On the other hand, if they're looking to keep up with the high-powered offenses in the NFC and add another explosive playmaker, Burden might be the way to go. It's also worth noting that the Cowboys have had some serious success in the draft when it comes to picking wide receivers. With Burden's skill set, he could easily step into a role and make an immediate impact. However, defensive players like Graham don't grow on trees. If he's available, the Cowboys could pull the trigger early. Alright, folks, now we're diving into a huge rumor that has been making waves in the NFL community lately: Myles Garrett to the Cowboys. Yes, you heard that right. The all-pro pass rusher from the Cleveland Browns could be on the move, and Cowboys fans are salivating at the thought of adding him to the defense. Let's break this down. Myles Garrett is one of the most dominant edge rushers in the game today. He's 6'4", 272 pounds of pure muscle, and the man can get after the quarterback like nobody's business. With 74.5 sacks in his career so far, Garrett is on track to be one of the all-time greats in the NFL. Last season alone, he recorded 16 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, and 2 forced fumbles. This guy is a game changer. Now, the big question is, why would the Cleveland Browns even think about trading Garrett? Well, there have been whispers around the league that the Browns are in a bit of a salary cap bind, and with their current roster construction, they might need to make some tough decisions. Garrett's massive contract, he's set to make $25 million in 2025, could be a burden on their cap space, especially if they're looking to improve other areas of the team. Here's where the Cowboys come in. We all know that Dallas has been in the market for an elite pass rusher for a while now. They've got the incredible Micah Parsons, who is a top-tier player in his own right, but imagine adding a player like Garrett to pair with Parsons on the edge. That's a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. The combination of Parsons' versatility and Garrett's elite pass rushing ability would give the Cowboys arguably the best edge rushing duo in the league. Now, let's talk about the rumors surrounding a potential trade. While nothing has been officially confirmed, NFL insiders are speculating that the Cowboys could make a run at Garrett, especially if the Browns are open to dealing him. The Cowboys are sitting on a solid draft pick, and they've got the resources to make a splash. If the Browns are looking for picks and cap relief, the Cowboys could easily put together a package that includes a first-rounder or a mix of picks and players. What would this mean for the Cowboys? Well, adding Garrett would solidify their defense in a huge way. The Cowboys have been one of the best defenses in the league over the past few seasons, and adding a talent like Garrett could be the final piece they need to take them over the top. Pairing him with Parsons would give Dallas one of the most dynamic defensive front sevens in the NFL. We're talking about a defense that could legitimately challenge the 49ers and Eagles for supremacy in the NFC. But here's the catch. Would the Cowboys be willing to give up a significant draft asset to acquire Garrett? This is where the debate lies. Dallas has done well in the draft in recent years, and giving up a first-round pick or multiple picks could be a tough pill to swallow. However, with the team's Super Bowl window open right now, it might be worth pushing all the chips to the center of the table and going all in. What do you think, Cowboys fans? Would you pull the trigger on a trade for Myles Garrett, or is that too much to give up? Would you rather see the Cowboys stick to building through the draft, or is it time to make a splash in the trade market? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Alright, Cowboys Nation, that's all we've got for today's video. We covered some serious ground on Mason Graham, Luther Burden, and the potential trade for Myles Garrett. This offseason is shaping up to be an exciting one for the Cowboys, and there's no doubt that the front office is working overtime to make sure they're putting together a championship-caliber roster. But what do you think? Who do you want the Cowboys to draft? Is it Mason Graham to beef up that defensive line, or do you want Luther Burden to give Dak Prescott another weapon? And what about Myles Garrett? Would he make this defense unstoppable, or would it be too risky to trade for him? As always, I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more Dallas Cowboys news and updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Go Cowboys!